Hey guys, I'm here to review Cult of Chucky 2017.
I was 6. My babysitter was murdered.
And they never caught him?
Justice was done.
Wanna play?
Cult of Chucky takes place right after Curse of Chucky and starts out with Nika, the main character from the last movie. Now she's in a mental institution because nobody believed her from the last movie because everybody think that she was the one doing the murders instead of Chucky, the living doll. So as Nika's in the institutions, Chucky's actual body remains is in Andy Barclay's house. And it's the one we all know and love. The original actor reprises his role, Alex Vincent, to play Andy once again. Because, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the last movie, Chucky, in the end, after the credits, he ships himself to Andy's house, and then of course Andy knew that was Chucky was in the package, so Andy just grabbed himself a shotgun and pretty much blasts Chucky's head off, literally. So that way in the next movie you see Chucky's talking headless, and Chucky's head is just all deformed and blown to pieces. So pretty much Chucky's head is just talking to Andy Barclay, torturing him while Andy's interrogating him. What's his plans? What he wants to do? And Chucky revealed that there are more like him. There are more other Chuckies out there. So what Chucky meant by that is he transfers pieces of his actual soul to multiple good guy dolls. So that's why in this movie it's called Cult of Chucky. It's the same killer, Charles Lee Ray. It's not like different persons possessing a different doll. I think he just spread his soul in pieces into other dolls. Pretty much he multiplied them, which is kind of weird, of course. And then you have Tiffany, once again played by Jennifer Tilly. She shows up in the midst of this chaos, drops off she drops off a good guy doll, so that way that Chucky can kill off Nika in the mental institution. So it's kind of like Halloween 2 in a way. Chucky's trying to kill Nika and killing crazies one by one in the mental institution, while you have the original Chucky that we know and love that's getting interrogated by Alex Vincent, which is Andy Barclay.
Yeah, the murders were real.
Chucky never was.
That's right. He was a fantasy, a delusion.
Are you feeling better now?
I don't blame you for being afraid. I was very ill.
Chucky told me. He's coming for you.
I know the plot's kind of all over the place in this movie, but that's pretty much the plot. Just a group of Chuckies roaming around, killing people in one spot and another, while you have Tiffany that's just controlling the strings too. Because I guess Tiffany is helping Chucky, just doing all these things again. But of course Tiffany, she's back to her human body, so that's why she's not a doll in these movies anymore. So I thought, but yeah, for the most part, she's just herself. So what did I think about this movie? This movie's actually pretty disappointing. I thought there was gonna be more to it from the trailers that I've seen. It was just, I don't know, it was just disappointing. I mean, don't get me wrong, it wasn't worse than Seed of Chucky, but it's probably my second worst or least favorite Child's Play movie in the franchise, because I don't know, it tried doing something new, but at the same time it kind of failed kind of bad. So it didn't feel right. Something didn't feel right about this movie. I don't know about you, but Chucky just looks, well, not the Chucky that we know that was getting interrogated by Andy, but his group of other dolls, they just look so cheap. They look so cheap, generic. The puppeteering, this just looks weird. It's just, I don't know, the special effects in this movie is good, but at the same time looks bad and weird.
He'll kill each and every one of you in the most horrible ways you can imagine. And then he'll kill me too.
Come to mommy. Oh, come.
Are you afraid of the truth?
All these new characters are kind of boring and bland. I mean, of course you have Fiona Dorff, which is Brad Dourif's real-life daughter, playing the main character, Nika. But it's just, I don't know, I feel like her character just got downgraded from this movie. But I mean, at least you get to see Jennifer Tilly and Alex Vincent in this movie. But even then, they're barely in this movie. So this movie is a little bit kind of disappointing if you compare it to all the other movies. But is it bad? Is it worse than Seed of Chucky? No, but it is my second least favorite in this movie, or movie franchise. But spoiler alert, if you guys haven't seen the ending to this movie, please click off now. But after the credits, after the whole ending, Kyle from Child's Play 2, she comes back to aid Andy Barkley, which is really cool. So she just shows up and then just flame torches Chucky's head just to give him shit. Overall, Cult of Chucky, I would give this movie a 5.7 out of 10. It's not worse than Seed of Chucky, but it's definitely my second least favorite Chucky movie in the franchise, so it's really, really disappointing. I was expecting a little bit more from this movie, but it was just So unfortunately, this is the last Chucky movie starring or voiced by Brad Dourif, the one that we know and love, because after this movie is the Child's Play 2019 remake. So this is pretty much the last movie of the original Child's Play franchise, and it kind of ends on a disappointing note, but it is what it is. So that was my review of Cult of Chucky 2017. Please leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And the next movie is the final Chucky movie in the franchise, which is the Child's Play remake. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
Terrified. You should be too.
Night night. And they call me sick?
Wait a minute, there's two of them?
He'll kill us all!
A true classic never goes out of style.